Did you know that your feet might be screaming a warning about your liver without you knowing? What would happen if those annoying cramps, the inexplicable swelling, or even the itchiness in your feet were actually a coded message that something is very wrong inside you? It sounds incredible, almost like something straight out of a science fiction movie, doesn't it? But science tells us that there is a link between your liver and your feet that could revolutionize the way we detect diseases. And here's the creepiest part. You could be ignoring these signals right now. So, if you want to discover how to prevent your health from being compromised before it's too late, stay until the end of this video. To understand this theory, we must first talk about the liver, that organ we rarely think about unless we've had a night of excess or our doctor mentions it during a routine checkup. But in reality, the liver is the vital filter of our body. It is responsible for breaking down toxins, storing energy, and producing substances essential for digestion. Without it, our body would collapse like a poorly tuned system. The problem is that, unlike other organs such as the heart or the lungs, which usually give us clear signals when something is wrong, the liver is extremely silent. Its deterioration sets in gradually, adapting and compensating until, suddenly, it's too late. Many people discover they have liver problems when they have already reached a critical state, and at that point, repair is much more complicated. So, if the liver is so crucial, wouldn't it make sense for it to have some mechanism to warn us when something begins to fail? This is where the story gets complicated and fascinating. Although the liver rarely speaks to us directly, our body could be using other channels to communicate its condition, and one of the most surprising is through our feet. Now let's get to the point. How is it possible that our feet, those extremities we often take for granted, become messengers of liver health? The answer lies in the complex network of systems that interconnect all the organs in the body. The liver plays a crucial role in blood circulation and the lymphatic system. When this vital organ isn't functioning properly, blood and bodily fluids don't drain as they should, and this can cause fluid retention, inflammation, and visible changes in the skin. But that's not all. The liver also produces bile, a substance essential for the digestion of fats. When there is a failure in the production or drainage of this bile, an accumulation of bilirubin occurs in the body. This substance, when it builds up, can lead to changes in the color and texture of the skin, especially in the areas most exposed, such as the feet and hands. Imagine for a moment, your liver, in an effort to remain functional, decides to get rid of toxins through the skin. And since the feet are one of the areas with the highest concentration of sweat glands, they end up being the first line of communication. It's as if your body is saying, "Hey, something isn't working well down here." Here is a list of red flags in your feet that could be a sign that your liver is sending an alert. 1. Swelling in the feet and ankles. If you notice that your feet look unusually swollen, almost like little pillows, without an obvious reason, it could be an early sign of liver insufficiency. 2. Yellow or thickened nails. This symptom may be related to the accumulation of bilirubin, which occurs when the liver is overloaded and does not properly process waste. 3. Red or purple spots on the skin. These spots are indicators of poor circulation and may signal problems in the blood filtering process performed by the liver. 4. A sensation of cold or numb feet. Although the symptom is also associated with general circulatory problems, in the context of liver issues, it could be related to compromised blood flow. 5. Intense itching. An inexplicable itchiness in the feet can be the result of toxin accumulation in the skin due to a malfunctioning liver. These signs are not definitive on their own, but when combined and observed together, they can provide an important clue about the state of one of the most vital organs in your body. Let's delve deeper into the theory that connects the liver and the feet. How is this seemingly unusual connection established? To begin with, it is crucial to understand the function of the lymphatic system. This system is responsible for transporting fluids and immune cells throughout the body, acting as a drainage system that complements the circulatory system. When the liver fails in its function, a sort of bottleneck is generated in this system. The body, in an attempt to compensate and release the accumulated toxins, directs the flow toward the skin. In this scenario, the feet, being one of the areas that produce the most sweat, become a natural squeezer of toxins. It's as if the liver, unable to eliminate all impurities internally, resorts to the skin as a secondary means of evacuation. And as a result, symptoms appear in the form of swelling, changes in skin texture, and the other previously mentioned signs. Additionally, clinical studies have shown that in advanced stages of liver diseases, patients present notable skin symptoms. These can range from changes in pigmentation to the formation of small bumps or lesions on the lower extremities. This phenomenon reinforces the idea that the liver, though silent, does not stop sending signals throughout the body. Now, what role do diet and lifestyle play in this process? Excessive alcohol consumption, a diet rich in fats and sugars, and a lack of exercise are factors that can overload the liver. When this organ is forced to work overtime to process toxins and fats, its filtering capacity becomes compromised. And when the liver becomes saturated, the excess toxins look for another outlet, and that's when the symptoms on the skin, especially on the feet, become evident. Think of it this way. Every time you choose an unhealthy diet or neglect your physical activity, you are sending a message of stress to your liver. Over time, this stress accumulates and can manifest in unexpected ways. And although you probably don't see a direct message from your liver, because, let's be honest, no one likes to receive alarming news from their internal organs, your feet might be the first to reveal that something isn't working well. Now, let's be realistic. Who would have imagined that our feet would become the secret messengers of the liver? It's almost as if, in a conversation among your organs, your liver said, "Hey, team, we're in trouble." And the feet replied, "Don't worry, boss, we're already alerting the user." Imagine for a moment having a chat with your feet. You might say, "Hey, left foot, do you feel that strange tingling?" And your foot would answer, "Yes, my friend, I think the liver is asking for help." The next time you notice something odd with your feet, perhaps you should pay more attention, and even thank them for the warning. This kind of humor not only lightens the mood, but also reminds us that our body is full of unsuspected connections. Every symptom, no matter how strange it may seem, can be a clue to a bigger story unfolding within us. Now I invite you to get involved. Have you ever noticed that your feet exhibit any of these symptoms? Perhaps unexplained swelling after a long day, or an itch that just won't go away. Let me know in the comments if you have experienced something similar and what you think might be happening. Also, if you have family or friends who often complain about foot problems or have been diagnosed with liver issues, share this video. Remember, health is a subject that affects all of us, and often, the key to preventing complications lies in paying attention to the signals our body sends us. To conclude, remember that the liver is a silent organ, but that doesn't mean it doesn't make itself heard. While many of us wait for our body to give us a loud alarm, in reality, our organism is full of subtle messages. The next time you feel something unusual in your feet, take a moment to reflect. Could this be the way my liver is saying alert? The relationship between the liver and the feet is just one example of how every part of our body is interconnected. Health is not something we should take for granted, and often, the little details can make the difference between preventing a disease or facing greater complications in the future. Imagine a future where we can interpret these bodily messages in time, thanks to emerging technologies and a greater awareness of health. We could identify and treat diseases before they manifest seriously, even using those small warnings that our feet offer us. Isn't that a fascinating idea? It's like discovering that every part of our body has a story to tell, and that we as health detectives must learn to read those clues. So, I challenge you. The next time you take off your shoes, look at them closely. See if there is any unusual sign, and remember that sometimes, the most important message comes from where you least expect it. If you like this video and want to delve into other mysteries of the human body, don't forget to subscribe, give it a like, and activate the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming episodes. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of one of our body's best-kept secrets. Remember, health is in the details, and your feet could be the key to deciphering a mystery that might save your life. Until next time, health theorists, stay alert and take care of every part of your body.